If you are over 60 and your legs feel weaker than they used to, you are not alone. But here is something surprising. Many experts now believe that this common problem may not be caused by aging alone. In fact, the real reasons behind weak legs are often much simpler and more manageable than most people think. And in some cases, small changes in daily nutrition may help support muscle strength and mobility faster than expected. For many older adults, the first signs appear gradually. Standing up from a chair may take more effort. Walking longer distances may feel tiring. Climbing a short flight of stairs can suddenly feel like a challenge. Because these changes happen slowly, many people assume they are simply part of getting older. However, research in aging and nutrition suggests that several hidden factors may contribute to this loss of strength. One of the most common factors is reduced blood circulation to the muscles. As we age, blood flow may become less efficient, which means muscles receive less oxygen and fewer nutrients. Another factor is nutrient imbalance. Important minerals and proteins that support muscle function are sometimes lacking in the typical diet of older adults. In addition, low-grade inflammation and slower muscle recovery can make muscles feel stiff, heavy, or fatigued more easily. The encouraging news is that scientists and nutrition researchers have been studying ways to support muscle health naturally. Their findings suggest that certain nutrient-rich foods may help the body support circulation, reduce inflammation, and maintain stronger muscle function. In this video, we will explore several foods that researchers often discuss when talking about healthy muscles and mobility for older adults. These simple dietary choices may help support stronger legs, better balance, and more comfortable movement in everyday life. Stay with us because the first food on the list might surprise you. Now, here is something many people do not realize. The strength of your muscles is closely connected to what you eat every day. As we get older, the body changes in quiet ways. It may not absorb nutrients as efficiently as it did years ago. The body can also become slower at building and repairing muscle tissue. At the same time, circulation may not be as strong as before. When these things happen together, the muscles in the legs can start to feel weaker, tired, or less stable during everyday movement. Think of your muscles like a team that needs the right fuel to do their job. They rely on vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, and amino acids to stay active and responsive. When the body does not receive enough of these nutrients, the muscles may take longer to recover after activity. Even simple things like walking, standing, or climbing stairs can begin to feel more demanding than they used to. The encouraging part is that supporting muscle health does not always require extreme workouts or complicated routines. Many researchers who study aging and nutrition often talk about the importance of smart food choices. Certain foods naturally contain nutrients that help support circulation, provide steady energy, and help the body maintain healthy muscle function. So instead of thinking only about exercise or medications, it can be helpful to look at the daily diet as well. Adding nutrient-rich foods to regular meals may help the body support muscle repair and recovery in a gentle and natural way. And this brings us to the first food that many nutrition experts often mention when talking about supporting healthy leg muscles as we age. It may be simpler than you expect, and this brings us to the first food on our list, something many people already have in their kitchen but may not think much about. Pumpkin seeds. At first glance, they might look like nothing more than a small snack you sprinkle on oatmeal or eat by the handful. But when it comes to supporting muscle health, these tiny seeds can actually provide some very valuable nutrients. One of the key nutrients found in pumpkin seeds is magnesium. This mineral plays an important role in how muscles work every day. It helps muscles contract when you move, relax after movement, and communicate properly with the nerves that control them. When the body does not get enough magnesium, muscles may feel tight, tired, or less responsive. Some people also notice cramps, stiffness, or a feeling of heaviness in the legs. Researchers who study aging and nutrition often observe that many older adults do not get enough magnesium through their daily diet. In some studies, seniors with lower magnesium levels reported more fatigue in their legs during walking activities compared with those who had balanced levels of this mineral. This does not mean pumpkin seeds are a cure for muscle weakness, but they can be one helpful source of nutrients that support normal muscle function. The good news is that adding pumpkin seeds to your routine is very simple. A small portion each day can already provide a meaningful amount of magnesium. Some people like to soak the seeds overnight in water, which may help make the minerals easier for the body to absorb. After that, they can be added to a smoothie, sprinkled over breakfast, or enjoyed as a quick snack. Small habits like this may seem simple, but over time they can help support the nutrients your muscles rely on to stay active and comfortable. And interestingly, the next food we are about to talk about works in a completely different way, focusing more on recovery and circulation. Now let us move to the next food, and this one might surprise you because it comes in the form of a drink rather than something you eat. Tart cherry juice has been getting a lot of attention in nutrition research, especially when people talk about muscle recovery and comfort in the legs. Tart cherries naturally contain compounds called anthocyanins. These are plant nutrients that give the fruit its deep red color. More importantly, they are often studied for their role in helping the body manage everyday inflammation and supporting healthy circulation. When circulation improves, muscles may receive oxygen and nutrients more efficiently, which can help them feel less tired after activity. Another interesting point is how the body deals with lactic acid. When we walk, exercise, or even stand for long periods, muscles produce lactic acid as part of normal energy use. If it builds up too much, it can contribute to feelings of stiffness or soreness. Some research observations suggest that the compounds found in tart cherries may help the body clear this buildup more effectively. In several nutrition studies, older adults who regularly drank tart cherry juice reported less muscle soreness after daily activities like walking or climbing stairs. Some participants also showed improvements in strength in large leg muscles such as the quadriceps. It is important to remember that these results vary from person to person, but they show why many researchers continue to study this fruit. Another advantage is concentration. A small glass of pure tart cherry juice can contain nutrients from many cherries in a convenient form. Choosing unsweetened juice and enjoying a moderate serving may be one simple way to support recovery after a long day of movement. And speaking of circulation and oxygen flow, the next food on our list works in a fascinating way that supports the muscles in the legs during everyday activity. Now let us talk about the next food, and this one is probably very familiar to most people, spinach. It may look like a simple leafy green vegetable, but it is actually packed with nutrients that can support muscle function and circulation, especially for older adults who want to stay active and mobile. Spinach contains several important nutrients that the body uses every day. Among them are magnesium, potassium, iron, and calcium. These minerals play different roles but work together to support healthy muscles and nerves. For example, magnesium and potassium help muscles contract and relax properly. Iron helps carry oxygen through the bloodstream. Calcium is also involved in muscle movement and communication between nerves and muscle fibers. Another interesting nutrient found in spinach is natural dietary nitrates. When the body processes these nitrates, it can convert them into a compound called nitric oxide. This compound helps relax and widen blood vessels. When blood vessels open more easily, circulation may improve. Better circulation means muscles may receive oxygen and nutrients more efficiently during daily movement. Researchers who study nutrition and aging have looked at nitrate-rich vegetables like spinach for this reason. Some studies suggest that people who regularly include these vegetables in their diet may experience improvements in walking endurance and lower body performance. While results can vary from person to person, these findings show why leafy greens are often recommended as part of a balanced diet. Cooking spinach can also make a difference. Light cooking helps reduce certain natural compounds that can interfere with mineral absorption. This means the body may be able to use more of the nutrients found in the vegetable. Adding spinach to meals is quite simple. It can be lightly sautéed, added to soups, mixed with eggs, or served as a warm side dish. Small daily habits like this can gradually support the nutrients muscles rely on to stay strong and active. And interestingly, the next food on our list approaches muscle support in a completely different way by providing steady energy and plant-based protein that muscles can use throughout the day. Following spinach, the next food on our list supports muscle health in another important way. Instead of focusing mainly on circulation, this one helps provide steady fuel and building blocks that muscles can use throughout the day. That food is lentils. Lentils may look simple, but they are actually packed with nutrients that support strength and endurance. One reason nutrition experts often talk about lentils is because they contain a helpful combination of plant protein and slow-digesting carbohydrates. Protein provides the materials the body uses to repair and maintain muscle tissue. At the same time, complex carbohydrates release energy gradually, which can help the body avoid sudden drops in energy during the day. Lentils also provide minerals that support muscle function. Potassium and magnesium help muscles contract and relax smoothly, while iron supports the process of carrying oxygen through the bloodstream. Together, these nutrients help create the conditions that muscles need in order to perform everyday movements more comfortably. Some nutrition research has also looked at how lentils affect physical performance in older adults. In certain observations, seniors who regularly included lentils in their meals showed improvements in endurance during simple activities such as walking or standing tasks. Participants in these studies also reported feeling steadier and more balanced during movement. Another interesting detail is that lentils contain an amino acid called leucine. This amino acid plays a role in the natural process the body uses to build and maintain muscle tissue. The best part is that lentils are easy to add to everyday meals. They can be cooked into soups, mixed with vegetables, or served as a warm side dish. And while lentils provide steady, plant-based energy, the next food on our list focuses more on healthy fats and high-quality protein that many researchers associate with muscle recovery. After talking about lentils and the steady energy they provide, let us move to another food that many nutrition experts often mention when discussing muscle recovery and overall strength. That food is salmon. Many people already know salmon is a heart-healthy option, but it also offers nutrients that can support muscles, especially for older adults who want to stay active. One reason salmon stands out is its high-quality protein. Protein is one of the main building blocks the body uses to maintain and repair muscle tissue. After everyday activities like walking, gardening, or climbing stairs, muscles naturally go through a small process of wear and repair. Getting enough protein through meals can help support that natural rebuilding process. Salmon also contains omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA. These healthy fats have been widely studied for their role in supporting overall wellness. Researchers often explore how omega-3 nutrients may help the body manage normal inflammatory responses. When inflammation is kept in balance, muscles and joints may feel less stiff after daily movement. Another helpful nutrient found in salmon is vitamin D. This vitamin supports the body in absorbing calcium, which plays a role in muscle contraction and bone strength. For many older adults, maintaining balanced vitamin D levels is an important part of overall mobility and physical comfort. Some nutrition studies have observed that older adults who regularly include fish like salmon in their diet may experience improvements in mobility and muscle performance over time. Of course, results can vary, and salmon is not a quick solution on its own, but it can be a valuable part of a balanced diet. Preparing salmon is also quite simple. It can be baked, grilled, or lightly seasoned and served with vegetables. A modest portion added to a meal a few times a week may help provide nutrients that support muscle recovery and strength. And interestingly, the next food we will explore is completely different. Instead of fish, it comes from a small grain-like seed that provides a full range of amino acids that muscles need to stay strong. Following salmon, the next food we are going to talk about comes from the plant world, and it has become very popular in recent years. That food is quinoa. Even though it is often prepared like a grain, quinoa is actually a small seed that offers a surprisingly impressive range of nutrients. One reason quinoa stands out is because it is considered a complete protein. This means it contains all 9 essential amino acids that the body needs but cannot produce on its own. Amino acids are the building blocks used to maintain and repair muscle tissue. For older adults who may not eat large amounts of meat or fish, quinoa can be a helpful plant-based option for supporting muscle health. In addition to protein, quinoa also provides important minerals such as magnesium, potassium, and iron. These nutrients play supportive roles in muscle contraction, circulation, and energy production inside the body. Vitamin E is also present in quinoa and is often associated with helping the body manage normal cellular stress. Another reason many nutrition experts appreciate quinoa is the way the body digests it. Unlike refined carbohydrates that can cause quick spikes and drops in energy, quinoa is digested more slowly. This slower digestion can provide a steadier release of energy that muscles can use throughout the day. Some nutrition studies have also explored what happens when people replace refined grains with foods like quinoa. In certain cases, participants reported feeling less muscle fatigue after physical activity and better endurance during everyday movement. Quinoa is also easy to prepare. It can be cooked and served with vegetables, mixed into salads, or added to breakfast bowls. And while quinoa focuses on protein and steady energy, the next food we will discuss works more on improving circulation and oxygen flow to the muscles. Now let us continue with another food that works in a slightly different way compared with the ones we have already discussed. Instead of focusing mainly on protein or minerals, this one is often talked about because of its connection to circulation. That food is beets. Beets are known for their deep red color and naturally sweet taste, but they also contain compounds called dietary nitrates. When the body processes these nitrates, they can be converted into a molecule called nitric oxide. Nitric oxide plays an interesting role inside the body because it helps relax and widen blood vessels. When blood vessels open more easily, circulation may improve and muscles may receive oxygen and nutrients more efficiently. For older adults, healthy circulation can make a noticeable difference in how the legs feel during everyday movement. When muscles receive enough oxygen, they may feel less heavy or tired during activities like walking, standing, or climbing stairs. This is one reason researchers have shown interest in vegetables that naturally contain nitrates. In some nutrition and exercise studies, participants who consumed beet juice before physical activity showed improvements in walking performance and endurance. Some people also reported feeling less fatigue in their leg muscles during moderate activity. Of course, results can vary from person to person, but these findings help explain why beets are often included in conversations about nutrition and mobility. Another benefit is how versatile beets are in the kitchen. They can be roasted, steamed, sliced into salads, or blended into a smoothie. Beet juice is also popular because it provides the nutrients in a concentrated form. Adding beets to meals a few times a week may be one simple way to support circulation and overall nutrition. And now we come to the final food on our list, one that many people associate with comfort and warmth, but that also contains nutrients connected to muscle and joint support. And now we arrive at the final food on our list, something many people grew up with but may not realize has been getting attention again in nutrition conversations. That food is bone broth. For generations, people have enjoyed it as a warm and comforting drink or as the base for soups. Today, researchers and nutrition experts often talk about it because of the nutrients it naturally contains. Bone broth is made by slowly simmering bones and connective tissues, which releases compounds such as collagen, gelatin, amino acids, and various minerals. These nutrients are connected to the structures that support muscles, joints, and connective tissues in the body. Amino acids like glycine and proline are especially interesting because they are involved in the maintenance of tissues that help the body move comfortably. Another reason bone broth is often mentioned is its form. Because it is a warm liquid, many of its nutrients are already broken down during the cooking process. This can make them easier for the body to absorb compared with some other foods. For some older adults, enjoying a small cup of bone broth as part of a balanced diet may help support overall nutrition and daily comfort when combined with other healthy habits. When you look back at everything we talked about today, a simple pattern begins to appear. Pumpkin seeds provide helpful minerals. Tart cherry juice supports recovery. Spinach and beets are connected to circulation. Lentils and quinoa offer plant-based protein and steady energy. Salmon provides healthy fats and quality protein. And bone broth contributes nutrients related to connective tissues. None of these foods are magic solutions on their own, but together they show how thoughtful nutrition can support the body as we age. Small daily choices can gradually help us stay active, balanced, and confident in our movement. Now we would love to hear from you. Which of these foods do you already enjoy? Or which one would you be curious to try first? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience might inspire someone else in the community as well.